Good morning everybody and welcome to this morning's mini penguin feed. Now these guys, they eat incredibly fast, so we'll see how quickly they manage to get food through their feed this morning. Now each of these little Humboldt penguins, because this is meant to be a feed for the Humboldt penguins, Frank, not for you, are meant to eat about 25 of these little fish every single day. So they do get a little bit of breakfast to tide them over until the afternoon. Now Frank at the moment, this one lovely king penguin just down here, he's just finished his annual molt. Hello Maggie, nice to see you too today. So they are particularly hungry at the moment. They're trying to regain all of the weight they lost during molting seasons. We do still have a couple of our penguins who are going through their molt. So you'll see that we've got a really fluffy Seth, who's just down beside me there. And we've also got Spike, who's going through his molt at the moment. Now Seth has just started, so what they do before they start their annual molt is they gain loads and loads of weight, get really nice and chubby, and then they don't eat for the first couple of weeks while they're going through it, because they're basically just so uncomfortable that they don't really want to... Go on then. There you go, good one. Oh, did you chuck it away? Oh, goodness me. Cheeky penguins. Now, so these guys, these aren't going through their molt, they are just this hungry basically all the time. They actually go through their annual molt towards the end of the summer, so they go sort of late August is when these guys will go through their molt, and they do just one a year, and that's because their waterproofing is quite compromised while they're going through their molt, so that means that they can't go and hunt for their dinner, hence why they get so nice and chubby just before it. And it is a very uncomfortable process, which is why the ones going through their molt look particularly miserable. I like to describe it as sort of like you've just been to the hairdresser and you've got all those sort of tiny bits of hair caught in your clothes and you're all itchy. That's basically how these guys are feeling at the moment. Are you going to chuck this one? You can actually eat it. There you go. Good lad. Now our Humboldt penguins, they're just sort of coupling up and they're about to go into their breeding season, which is very, very exciting. Now the official couples that we've got within this group at the moment, we have Pablo and Sunny, we have Cat and Broady, and we have Cookie and Big Mac as well. See, I told you they'd go through that very quickly, don't you? You ate that, scoffed that right down. I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. You've got a lot to say to everybody. Right, so yeah. So these guys, they're just about to enter breeding season, and we're very excited at the prospect that we might have a few tiny pitter-patters of penguin feet very, very soon. That would be absolutely amazing. And then we've got our king penguins as well. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could have them lay some eggs for us? Now they breed in very different ways. So our Humboldt penguins, they've currently been doing nest box shopping. So all along this back wall here, we've got lots of little individual nest boxes. They're going to choose which one they would like to lay their eggs in, which is a time-consuming process. You know, they want to get it right. Whereas the king penguins, they actually incubate their eggs on their feet. So they'll start to do that later on in the season, which is very exciting. We have one female who's hopefully going to be laying us some eggs, and that is our lovely girl Maggie just down here. Now she's not related to any of the other penguins in this group. She actually came to us from Denmark, and this year we think she's pretty much chosen Frank to be her boyfriend, as these two are hanging around a lot, which is very, very exciting. Chalky, I do think you're the one who's actually being a bit aggro today, aren't you? Hey? You're trying to get on Big Mac's nerves, and Big Mac doesn't need any more stress at the moment because he's got his girlfriend to feed back in the nest box. And there's Spike doing a bit of singing for us as well. So within our king penguins, we have a nice sort of mix of boys and girls. We do have slightly less girls, but we have our lovely girl Maggie, as I said earlier, and we have our beautiful girl Bill, who's going to be probably up there somewhere, I reckon. But she's just finished her molt, so she's just very excited. She's been doing a lot of swimming today, really enjoying that feel of water on her feathers, which she hasn't been able to enjoy for the past few weeks. She's one of our older females. She's our oldest female. She's about 28 years old now. Seth, just down here, he is our oldest penguin. So he is actually 38 years old, which is an incredible age for a king penguin. In the wild, they'd live to sort of about 26. So that shows you how well he's doing. Bill's sort of about 38. Then we've got Frank, who's in his early 20s. Spike, who's 16, and Maggie, who's 9. So that's sort of like a little brief overview of everybody. Now, they've eaten very quickly, as I said this morning, but if you guys have got any questions for me, feel free to sort of shout them at me and I'll try and answer as best I can. If not, feel free to come back to their main feed at 3 o'clock. That's when the king penguins are going to get fed, the Humboldts get fed again, and it's more of a fleshed out talk than it is this morning. But thank you everybody for listening, and I hope you all have a lovely day.
How you doing? Hello. Good boy.
Coming.
No, I don't know. Oh.
Do you see this way?
Ah, it's off.